I keep hearing the same story from people who try to save a few bucks on a budget home gym set, only to end up with wobbling racks, cheap cables that snap, or a pile of parts that never quite line up. The regret is real, and it's why I was a bit hesitant before I even looked at the major fitness Drone2 Advanced. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. After digging through a handful of forums, watching unboxing videos, and reading the few reviews that actually exist, I think I've got a clear picture of whether this all-in-one machine is a smarter buy or just another pricey gimmick. First off, the Drone2 isn't a one-size-fits-all piece of equipment. It's built around a heavy-duty squat rack that folds into a compact footprint, then adds a dual-lat pull-down system, cable crossover, and an aluminum pulley set that promises smooth resistance through a full 360 range. The package options, the BKD2AW with Elite Bench plus 230 pounds and the SLD2AW with RD Elite Bench plus 230 pounds, basically tell you whether you'll get the Bench Pro style seat or the more straightforward RD bench. That matters because the bench you choose changes how comfortable the machine feels for incline work or hip thruster style moves. If you're the type who wants to do a real full-body routine at home, squats, bench press, rows, lat pulls, and even cable flies, you'll appreciate the way the Drone2 consolidates all those stations into a single footprint. In my test apartment, the rack itself is about 6 feet wide when unfolded, but the legs fold inward so you can slide it into a corner when you're not using it. That folding mechanism is sturdy, the hinges lock with a metal latch that feels like it could take a lot of weight, and the frame stays square even after a solid set of heavy deadlifts. For anyone who's cramped on space, that's a major win. The real selling point, though, is the pulley system. Most entry-level home gyms use cheap nylon ropes that stretch and wear out quickly. The Drone2 uses an aluminum pulley with a steel cable that runs through a set of 12mm pulleys. In practice, when I set the cable to a mid-range weight and performed a series of lat pull-downs, the motion was buttery smooth, no jerky starts, no rattling noises. The resistance adjustments are made by rotating a knob on the weight stack, which feels solid and clicks into place each time. For people who plan to do high-rep endurance work, that consistency can make a difference between a good set and a frustrating one. Now let's talk about the barbell and weight plates that come with the kit. The 7-foot bar is a standard Olympic-size piece, knurled for grip, and it's balanced enough that you can load plates on either side without the bar tipping. The 230 pounds weight stack is separate from the plates you'd load on the bar, which means you have two sources of resistance: free weight strength for squats and bench press, and stack-based resistance for cable work. I found that flexibility useful for periodizing workouts, switching from a strength block on the bar to a hypertrophy block on the cables without having to change equipment. Who should consider buying the Drone2? If you're serious about building a home gym that can replace at least half of a commercial rack, you'll probably love it. It's a solid choice for intermediate lifters who already know proper form and need a reliable platform for progressive overload. Small space homeowners who can't fit a full power cage and separate cable machine. People who want to combine free weight training with guided cable exercises in a single station, saving time moving between machines. Who should skip it? The obvious groups are beginners who still need a lot of coaching and might benefit from a simpler, single-purpose piece of equipment, like just a dumbbell set and a basic bench. Budget-only shoppers. Even though the Drone2 feels more premium than many budget rigs, it still carries a price tag that's higher than a basic squat rack plus a separate cable station. If you're comfortable buying two separate pieces and have the floor space, you could end up spending less. Anyone who expects a commercial-grade power cage with 1,000-pound safety bars and dual side plates. The safety spotters on the Drone2 are adequate for most home users, but they're not designed for max-effort heavy squats beyond the 300 pounds range. Practical strengths of the Drone2 are pretty clear when you use it day-to-day. The folding legs make storage a breeze, and the aluminum pulleys stay quiet even after an hour of continuous cable work. The dual-lat system lets you alternate between a wide grip and a close grip without swapping attachments, which cuts down on the "where did I put that handle" frustration that plagues many home setups. I also appreciated the built-in cable crossover that can be set at various angles. It's great for chest flies at a 30-degree incline, something I rarely get to do on a standard home rack. On the flip side, there are a few hidden trade-offs. The machine's total weight is about 250 pounds, so moving it even a short